Why do I want to be a programmer? Well, ever since I can really remember, well, I should say ever since my teenage years, I've always had a fascination with technology. Even since before then, when I was a child, I would always play these little games, like on the computer. For example, like Cam Jansen Detective or whatever, right? So basically, since I've always been like, I grew up on the computer. Now basically, in that environment, you grow up. I grew up, and I'm just on the computer constantly. So it kind of became a passion. I fell in love with just being around technology and things of that sort. Now, the internet wasn't really a big thing, at least when I was young, but you know, games and technology on the computer and just the applications and the software and the different aspects of being to navigate around this technology always fascinated me. Skip ahead a little bit to maybe when I was like 12 or 13, and I got this book as a birthday gift. It was called Little Brother by Cory Doctorow, and that opened my eyes even more. Now I'm able to see, like, I kind of like, it's not like who do you want to be like, but it's like what do you want to be able to do with your life, right? So me, I saw the character of the book Little Brother. You can get it for free on craphound.org or .com. Corey Hound gives it out for free. All that. But anyways, basically, like, there's somebody bombs like the San Francisco Bridge, like terrorists in it, right? And I guess it collapses or something, and then he's out. He's skipping school in high school, him and his friends, and they're playing this game. Like, I think it's like Harajuku Madness or something, and it's kind of like, it's not like an anime thing. It's not like Comic Con, but it's more like it's not like a Comic Con festival where they dress up in suits and stuff. But it's kind of something like that. They're not dressing up in suits, but basically they're like on their phones and stuff. And in California, they're on their phones and basically they're going to, like, it's kind of like Pokemon Go. Now that I said a little bit, it's kind of like how Pokemon, I don't know, I've never played Pokemon Go, but it's something like where you're like on your phone and you're going to these different locations and you're going against other players. So you have you and your team, and so he's out with him and his friends, and they're going to the checkpoint. They have to like have these checkpoints at like different locations at like stores and stuff that are participating in this kind of like, it's like a MMORPG, but it's like a, oh, they call it a LARP. It's like a live action RPG, something like that. And they're going to these different places, and with the checkpoints and the hotspots, and they're finding the Wi-Fi routers with their phones and stuff, and connecting to it, and getting points, and then they're getting the clue to the next game. So while they're out doing that, the San Francisco Bridge collapses because of the bomb, and so the whole city's on high alert. Now the government vehicles are like going around, and they're scooping people out. So him and his friends, they just got to the checkpoint and they were doing their thing. They got into a fight with these other kids. I don't know, a fight or whatever, but they got into it with these other kids that were out playing the LARP game too, and because they have checkpoints all over the cities, and so he was doing his clue. And the bridge fell, and then the government people come out and they start scooping people up, and then what happens is him and his friends, they're running to the tunnels, to the subways, and him and his friends get scooped up by the government. Like these unmarked black vans. So they take them to like this island. I forget what it's called, somewhere in the United States, but like a ducked off island. And then they interrogate him, get the passwords to all his electronics and stuff. He's a tinker. He's doing all this stuff at his house. He's got all these electronics. He builds his own laptops and stuff like that. He has fun with technology. All that Arduino life stuff like that. Python life. He's doing it. So in the book, they even tell you how to learn Python. It's just change your life. It's easy, sweet, fun. Get to start doing what you want to do. That's basically why I want to be a programmer, because like I would be able to do what I want to do. Yeah, the perks come with the money, stuff like that, but it's like more along the lines of being able to, you know, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. It's more along the lines of having the perks of being able to just build stuff and make stuff, do stuff, and then having the perks of also having to be able to have a good job. That came later in life. Like now, where I'm able to realize like, okay, it comes with a good job as well. So I'd be able to like not only do like tinker on my own and build projects and do things on my own, but also you'll be able to travel the world. You'll be able to go to places and trade war stories on India and stuff like that with your other buddies that are into the same thing as you. So anyways, that book is really good. So what happens is the government, they let him go, and but they take one of his buddies, he is left behind. Like he's not left behind, but he's like they didn't let him go. So his other brother, him and his friends, they go and like build this whole network where it's like the government's tracking everything. The government went into his house and put bugs in all his stuff. He made a little toilet. He took the toilet tissue wrap, and I think he put like some LED crystal like lights inside of the in the toilet tissue wrap, and he looked around the room and seen if he seen like the reflection of any cameras or something like that. He did some read the book, but yeah. So looked around his room, didn't see anything, but he noticed that the laptop was like unhinged a little bit, like they broke into it. So he was pretty sure it was bugged because he put it together. He's like, I know this, like I know the back of my hand. I spent so many hours putting this together. I know it. So he's got his whole workshop there, so he's got other parts and stuff like that. In California, he's going to the hacker spaces and stuff like that, and if he needs a part, he'd probably just go down there or something. So he's used to this, but he just lays off on using that laptop, builds another one, and then he gets his friends and all these people in the community together on this network that he has to build now. Now he's got to build like a social network that's like runs on Tor and stuff like that. On his laptop he's running like something like Paranoid Linux or something that it's just some crazy distros. I think it's like a fictional distro, but it's like something that's just like super secure, all this stuff. And yeah, like so he puts it together, and then he has a key party, which is where like him and his friends, they come together on the beach late night, and they swap like encryption keys so that they can communicate encrypted, but they meet up in person this one time. And the laptop he built another laptop that is specifically for it, that just generates all of the keys. Now they're moderators of this big system. He destroys the laptop right there in front of him on the beach, throws the pieces, little bits of pieces, in the ocean, and now him and his community is nice and secure. Now what he does is they're just swapping stories about what's going on in their neighborhoods, keeping people on up to date on current events, on what's really going on. Like they're like, oh, all right, so last night I saw like a black van with antennas going around and going down my street. Here's the video, stuff like that. They're also showing each other how to like, if they take a picture, how to get the signatures that's on the picture off of the picture, right? Like. So on a picture, there basically any picture you take has in the metadata, like the location, the time, and other information. The device that it was taken on, all that stuff. It'll tell you the location, all that's imprinted on the picture. So they built a little thing where it's like it scrapes all that metadata off of the picture, and now they can post it online and be have a little bit more confidence that it's secure, and just stuff like that. That's what the book's about. So then after that, it gets wild. There's other people on the network. More people are coming, and the whole city is pretty much locked down. It's like it's not people are getting laid off. It's just like a tough time right now in the city, and I think it was like San Francisco, in the book. So and yeah, so they end up getting his friend out, and a bunch of they had so many other people there in there on just terrible circumstances, you know, and at the end of it, he ended up getting a job for the guy that was running for mayor. He was just a kid in high school. He ended up getting a job that was running for mayor. Got a job with the guy that was running for mayor, and as a what was the name of his title? It was like a webmaster, where like they would help him promote the site, they'd build the site, all that stuff. So I read that when I was like 12 or 13, and after that, I was into Python. Like in the book, it says, if you want to get up to date on Python right quick, go ahead and learn. I mean, on a programming language, go ahead and learn Python. So through middle school, I was in. I was born in Massachusetts. I was there for like 10 years. Then I moved to Connecticut to Hartford. And at that school, it was like boys on one side, girls on the other. It was a bad community. I would never go back to Hartford. I love y'all, man, but man, we gotta help the community, man, for real. We gotta get it right. It's crazy out there. So I was like middle school. I think I was out there for like a year in seventh grade, and maybe some other years. I don't know. But at that school, it was really cool. Like the kid, there was gangs in the school and stuff, and like the kids that were into that were into it. Like how grown men are into it. Like it's not even like it's just tough. So, but then the other kids like me, if you were into school, you were just into school, and like there's really smart kids that I would go play chess, and I was in the computer. I was in some kind of computer class. I think I was in workshop, but it was like computer class. There was like computer stuff in the back, and they would build their own computers. So if we would build the computer, like the desktop, we would be able to take it home with us and stuff like that. And then, so that was like seventh grade. Sixth grade, I was like I told you I was on computer games. I was like, that was my RuneScape year. And then I think ninth grade, eighth grade and ninth grade was my Maple Story year. So I was like heavy in the computer games and like just being able to make stuff, do stuff, and just like it. That's what I was on. Not I was on my Xbox playing playing Gears of War. I was like 3 and just going ham. um, but yeah, I was always like into computers and building computers and stuff like that, and just being able to do things with technology. Um, or if I wasn't there, I was in the library, uh, probably playing RuneScape, reading a book. But basically, after that, ninth grade came. I took like information. I moved down to Florida, and I took information and technology classes over there. And then 10th grade, um, I was in a communications and technology, which was basically just using Photoshop and stuff. I wasn't really into that, but yeah, Python. But Mr. Schwartz was just a great teacher, anyways. Like even if like his computer class, you would go in there, lights all off. It was like the computers. It was like a totally different kind of computer. It was just like really nice. Everything was up to date. No, nothing blocked. Everything was just nice. You didn't get checked up on. You just got to do the work and learn some cool stuff, if that's what you were into. Me, I never got to take computer class. I never took computer classes in high school. They didn't. I don't think they offered uh, programming classes in high school. I should have checked. They probably didn't though. That'd have been nice. He probably would have recommended me to go to it if it was. But he had the best class in the school. Um, so he let me borrow a Python book. I gotta give it back to you. I remember that. I'm sorry. I still have it somewhere, but like I moved. He gave it to me. I moved, but I gotta give him another one. But anyways, um, and that was my like first introduction into Python. Besides like when the book said check out Python, and you know, so I didn't really do too much with it. I just went through the book kind of like not even like I built a little project, but I didn't really have a computer and stuff. So, anyways, like later on down the line, now how old am I? I'm 25 right now. So my whole, going from like 11th grade or something to like now, nothing really's happened. So I want to be a programmer so that I can just make stuff happen. The only way to be a programmer is to for me to get on this laptop right here and actually go do something and make something happen. About 3 years ago in 2017, well, I heard about Free Code Camp when I was probably like 20, 22, 21. Yeah, like 21, 22, somewhere around there. And I never really took advantage of it. So, but I did like what it had to offer. Now, let's see here. Going to from the time I was like 22 to now 23. When I was 23, I started so like 21. I say like 20 to 23, 22. I heard about it, but I didn't really use it. And then 23, I started using it. And it's just been great. Like, so I've been learning about code, getting in contact with people in the community, and it's been a fantastic experience ever since because I just know that I've been progressing. And even though I've been progressing slow, it's like I've been progressing in a totally different way than just coding, which is what I want to be from the initial start. But it's not even just, it's like I've built the relationships. I've built the community, a community of my own, where it's not for profit, but it's for the community. How Free Code Camp is, how Mozilla is, well, how Free Code Camp is, but yeah, how Mozilla is, especially. And like I wouldn't change a thing. Like I appreciate all of you guys that I've met. It's really great. It's really been a great experience. So I'm just gonna keep on learning. Stay around like-minded people. Help the community around me grow. Help myself grow. My goal for what I do is like I said, I want to be able to like make things happen, right? Like I want to be able to use Python to use it with Arduino. Yeah, I don't even drink like that, but this is like, I don't know if you drink, but this is the only thing I drink besides like a Guinness, and like I don't even drink like that. I don't know if you can see that. Boom. That's Jamaican right enough. That's Jamaican white rum. I knew I was going somewhere today, so I was like, let me take this out. And anyways, so basically, as for the community, it's been great. Like being able to meet other people that are on the same wavelength as you, and if not, they're still like thinking like you, but they're on a different. Because programming has so many different depths to it. You can be a mobile programmer, you can be a web programmer, you can be a desktop programmer, you can be a robotics programmer, you can be a. There's just so many different aspects to it. And being able to be in that community and meet these different people. So like if you be like you're like on this day I want to learn this, you're like, oh, my buddy knows this. All right, cool. I can go talk to him about it. And even though everything's not gonna click for you in the 5, 10, 20 minutes you talk to your buddy that day, hour long, whatever, it's like, all right, I know I can talk to him in the future, and he's gonna enjoy talking to you about it or she's gonna enjoy talking to you about it because that's what you want to talk about. Like that's what it's. So my goal is for the community is to be able to take just people that are like like I want to be able to take like kids that are like in the hood, like little kids that are like 12, 13 years old, and just get them out the hood, man. Just put them on to some stuff where it's gonna change their lives, like for real. Like go ahead and just learn the program, learn to do this, learn to do that, and that's what it is. Like that's what I'm gonna do. Like that's what it's already in motion. Like I've already put. So when I'm able to just step back from it, like it's already it's not a problem. It's not a problem because I've already put the pieces up. So it's not gonna tumble. You know, like I've put the proper people in place. I've put the proper. I've just put it in order. I put my pieces in order. I've lined them up already, so it's there. It's like it's not gonna fall, even if I step back. So that's the beautiful thing about it. Like the community, and even then, if my community falls, there's other communities out there like Free Code Camp. So, and that just the whole programming community period. Like all of the IRS channels. There's like a big beat already. All of the IRS channels, buddy. You gotta go some. Get out of here. Anyways, freaking, the Django channels, the Python channels, the React channels, the Discords, the React Discords, the Django. I think they have an IRC, the Python IRC, the Node.js. What is that? I think that's Reactive Flux too. Discord. I think Free Code Camp's coming out the Discord. It's just all being able to be in contact with all these different places. That's how you will succeed. You just have to learn how to get in contact with these places so that you can meet people that are doing the same thing as you. Like when you're going to college, that's why it's so easy, because you're meeting people that are like on the same path as you. So you guys are able to chop it up. So with the web, it's so big, it's a little disorganized, but I just gave you some gems right there. So I hope you take advantage of that. Those are like the legit places to go, to find and talk to these people, and they'll tell you on their website, yeah, this is where you can get in contact with us. And then after that, it's all a matter of you sitting there. So my goal is to be able to have these people come in. Not to have these people come in, but my whole goal is to be able, my goal is to be able to have these kids come in and like just learn and be able to build successful futures with themselves. And not even just kids, but like grown folks too. All ages is no, but my goal is really just to be able to help the community of the world, like all the ghettos, all the suburbs, everybody, like no discrimination, because that's unnecessary to discriminate. Like, and that's why you give it away for free, because I can't judge you, can't judge me. only the Most High. So, anyways, basically, that's my goal for the community. And like, if I come up with a payment structure in the future for another company, and that's the thing, like, with the skills that I learn, it's unnecessary to have to charge people to better themselves. Because I already have my skills where I'm like able to open up an e-commerce shop and just automate, move on, go to the next project, build some automated flying and some drones, tinker with that. Things like that, build one from it and then program the operator, just things like that, some, just do a whole bunch of different things, build some web pages and with JavaScript in the SQL database, and just make the process begin moving and keep it in motion so it's not done manually. So, yeah, like that goes back to why I want to be a programmer, because that's just what it is. Like, I want to be able to make things happen. And then the money is just a perk. The money is just a perk. It's like, it's a good perk. It's a because I like leisure, and the money helps with my budget. So that's why, being able to have the passion of being a programmer and then also being able to prosper along with it, and enjoy leisure, be able to travel, be able to go and get up and do things that you want to do. That's what I want. That's why I want to be a programmer. And the things that I want to do are what I mentioned earlier. Just be able to have a bunch of friends that are programmers, be able to start a business where we can collaborate together and make some money, be able to just be a conglomerate, multifaceted. And then at the same time, it doesn't have to be all about money. It can just be about you having skills and you're getting paid regardless. So if you make a cool $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1,000,000, 10 million, 100, then that's just a perk. But at the end of the day, if any of that money goes away, I'll still have, we'll still have the skills, the passion, the knowledge, and that's just me though. I've always been kind of like, I've always liked that, so it goes great with my other side where it's just like business mindset. But hey, you guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, you all stay safe out there, and go check out the website. I just put a learn section in the w3develops.org in the navigation bar. I put a learn drop down menu there, so go check that out. You'll see some really the best, fantastic, most great resources that I can possibly find over my years of just learning, building, growing. Check out they're all free. Go check it out. It's just an official documentation, but it's the right documentation. I also have to add the React section, a list item in there, as well as a Django. No, I have a Django one on there. A Node.js list item on there. Okay, but that would also, you can also find the Node.js one in MDN. In the JavaScript one, list item, if you go in the learn uh, section of the navigation bar. So go check that out. I'm going to continue growing my skills. You guys should continue to do the same. And just once I get there, I'll show you the best way to get a job. The best way to learn, obviously, is to build projects. Is build projects. That's so cliche, but it's the truth. That's the only way. It's like you don't want a surgeon that has never operated on somebody before. So start operating. Later.